Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Lovely, well, not a lovely day. It's pouring with rain here, but a lovely time to be seeing you all again. So thank you very much for joining me. And we're introducing the February card kit today. So what the card kit is all about is that you will get various different products in the card kit. I will show you everything in just a second. And you will also get all the cards and all the embellishments and all the bits and pieces in order to make it along with me. So you will have this live YouTube, but obviously it goes onto YouTube, onto my channel forevermore. So you've always got that to refer to. And you'll also have an instruction sheet with the card kit if you so wish to have it as well. So what are we going to do today? Well, we are using, you will be getting then, these beautiful colours of green. So you have got olive green, moss green, avocado green, and a beautiful white. These are all in linen card, and I'll show you that more in just a second. You will also get a sheet of wordage, which is what it's called. Funny name, but it's wordage. And you've got then, oh goodness me, I don't know how many, 50 probably, different pieces that you can cut about there. And then you will get 2 pre-cut John Next Door chrysanthemum flowers. 2 because you might want to use elements of both, and you've got enough to make a couple of cards then as well. So you get your card blank and everything, and the die set that we will be using this time is the really lovely large foliage die set by Lisa Horton. So this is what that comes with, and you can see this is an A4 size. You can see that these are what they say on the packet, large foliage. So often we're using the small little ones, which are ideal, but sometimes you need more of a focal point and more of a background even sometimes. So there's lots of mix and match with this, and the dies do look very large, but they also come out beautifully. And I'm just going to show you. So this is this one here, and look how delicate that is. Can you see that there? If I put it on there, they might see it with the light. Dull days, who wants them, eh? So that is this one, and you can see then that that's beautifully thin and cuts out really, really well. So you've got a nice selection there. You've also got some of the sort of olive branches or something like that, you might call it. That's that one. And then you've got the little sprig of berry type things, which is down here. Not using that one today, but there are lovely selection there. Okay, so you get all this in your kit, and let me show you what we're going to make with it. Right, hold on. Let's pop that all to one side. And I will make the card. So we start off with a blank A5 card. And that card, it comes to you pre-creased. So obviously you do just need to crease that one up, or not crease it, bend it and fold it and flooge it. And that has a nice crisp edge. So it's a very good quality card. So it's really nice and sturdy as well. Okay, so that's your base card. Then, as I say, you come with lots of different colours of the green, and I've already cut a couple out here because you don't need to see me cutting out your basic, but all of the instructions of the sizes will be there. So I've now taken the moss green, which is the darkest green, and that is going to be a base of my card, and that's going to go onto my card blank like that. Now, I hope that I've got my glue working, because I did a stupid thing. I've lost all the lids of the glue, and yeah, we're okay. We're good to go. Every single lid. Can you believe it? Every single lid has gone. So my card blank is an A5. So that's 21 this way by 14.8 across that way. So basically it's your A4 piece of card cut in the middle. So I've then cut this one 0.5 centimetre no, sorry, I beg your pardon, a full centimetre shorter all the way around. So this piece is then 13.8 by 20. And then I've taken a piece of the beautiful white linen card. Now I'm going I was going to show you, and I don't think you can see it. No, you can't. Okay, well, it's got a beautiful texture to it. So it's really very, very nice on its own. And I've cut that at 14.5, so just 3 centimeters, sorry, 13.5, just 3 centimeters shorter by 19.7. Again, all measurements will be written down. So I wanted it to have a border, but only a very, very thin one. Okay, so I don't want anything sort of really showing up. Okay, so building our card up now. So I'm going to pop that straight down. So that is our card base with that very thin green, moss green, the darkest one, all the way round. So that is our card base. Okay, so then I'm going to take my next two colours, which is olive green and avocado. So you can see that we're going down in colours, down in shades of it. So I'm going to take my next colour down, which is the olive, and I'm going to cut a piece which is 6.5 centimetres wide, like that. And I'm going to cut it to 16 centimetres along. So that piece is ready to go there. And then from my avocado, I'm going to cut a piece that is 6 centimetres and by 15.5 centimetres long. Okay, so that's two nice little slivers there. Put that to one side. And that fits nicely onto there, giving it a little border all the way around. You can see it better if I actually pop it onto there. So I'm going to pop them two together. So not rocket science so far, but you will, hopefully you will like the card that is going to be coming out. I mean, the foliage itself is just so handy for any card really. And I'm just showing you a card that you could do with it, but it really is handy for so many different things. There's often, if you've just got one beautiful flower that you just want to have a focal part on, this works really well. So my card blank, my layers, the glue there that is seeping out a little bit will dry off. And I'm just going to pop that to one side so that I've got a fairly even border both ways, like that. I'm putting it straight down. I've got no foam on the background or anything like that. Okay, so then I've already cut some different foliage. So as I showed you just now, it cuts out beautifully. And you've got a variety of different foliage that you might want to use. But I have chosen to cut one from the same colour as this, the moss background, and that's from the largest of the olive branches. And that's going to go down there like that. So we're looking at a very simplistic card here. And then we've got our largest of whatever leaf you call that, and that's going to go on top of it. But before I put it down absolutely flat and that be done, I'm just going to get my thumbnails and I'm just going to hold the base by the leaf here so that I don't pull it. If I pulled it, it is so delicate that it could easily break off. So I'm just going to pull it and just tweak up the edges, tweak up the points of each of these petals, just to give it a little bit of a lift. So I'm just like you might curl a bit of paper at Christmas time. Why Christmas time? I don't know, but we used to do it in our family. Why Christmas time? I suppose it's the parcels, isn't it, that I'm talking about? The wrapping string that we used to have, or not string, was it? Sort of like a raffia type thing, I suppose you call it. I don't know. I'm going to do the same with these leaves. And whilst I'm wittering on, update on a few things. So first of all, the kit that you're purchasing, if you are purchasing today, will be sent out to you from Saturday. So I have to get all of the bits and pieces cut out and everything. So it takes a little while to get that sorted out. But that will be going off to you from Saturday. I've already had today 11 boxes delivered of various different things from various different companies. And so it does finally look as though a lot of the stuff is coming through that I've been waiting for. However, I must just say that unfortunately, the gnomes are still, pesky little gnomes, still not available at the suppliers. I don't know why. I've been told on about 4 occasions, if not more, 6 occasions, I think, that they will be in any day. And unfortunately, at the moment, they are still not in. So I do apologise to those of you that are waiting. They will be worth it because they really are lovely. But unfortunately, they still are not anywhere to be seen. Just popping a bit of glue onto just the bottom few leaves of this, not the top ones, because I always like that to be a bit freer. So I'm just popping that down onto my panel there. And I'm going to do much the same with this one, just popping a bit of glue onto some of the leaves. And then my dad update, all was well until yesterday that he went and had a fall. His own fault. He tripped over something that was about that big. As he said, if it was a step like that, he'd have walked over it, but he didn't. He tripped over it. And unfortunately, he went and straight onto the area where he's just had a big operation. So unfortunately, it was a bit of a panic stations yesterday, but all is well. He says he's all right now. So we'll believe him. I told him he'll be the death of me. So we've got our beautiful leaves popped there. Now, then with the kit as well, I'm going to pop that to one side. With the kit as well, you get some cutouts of the John Next Door chrysanth flower. Now, we might call it chrysanth, and we might say to ourselves, well, chrysanths are only for, this time of year, winter. But really, I don't know that they could be called particularly just chrysanth. They could be any sort that you like, I think. And so we'll just call them a flower. So you will get in your kit a set cut out in white and a set cut out in green, which will leave you so many different choices of what you could do with it. So I'm going to do it in a certain way, but you could do it in all sorts of different ways. You could do one that was all green, one that was all white. You could mix and match every other one. You could do it like I'm going to do it. There are all different ways of you to be able to do this particular flower. And it's a really easy one, so I wouldn't choose it if it wasn't. So I've got my moulding mat. But again, if you haven't got a moulding mat, you could do it with your fingers as well. But as I have got a moulding mat, I'm going to do it with that. So this is how I make up this particular flower. And it's the same theory, no matter what colour you're going to do or anything like that. So it comes in sizes. You can see it goes down in different sizes there. And I'm going to take the largest one first, and I'm going to turn it on its back, and I'm just going to push in the edges of the petals. So all I'm doing is just pushing down just around each one of the petals. And then I'm going to turn it over, and then with my ball tool just in the centre, I'm just going to curl it around. So it's just tickling it, really, just making it into a cup. And that's that one done. Then I'm going to go for the next size down. And again, I'm just pressing onto each of these. And again, like all flowers, they can look very, very different if you do them in a different way like that. Okay. So I will prepare these first, I think. So keep going around there. So yeah, so finally all of your lovely goodies will be arriving today and out to you today. So hopefully in the next day or two. Some seem to get them the very next day and some seem to take a bit longer. and some take very much longer. Yeah, bear with me on that. Once I give it to that lovely postman, there's nothing much I can do about it, but they will all be going out. So we've got the 4 sizes like that, and then I'm going over to this little one, and I'm going to take, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sizes, and then I'm going to go to the 5th size in the green, and also the next one there, and then finally to this one. So I'm taking 3 from here, and that in here would be enough to go with the white one to make some more, so we won't need that for the moment. I'm going to do exactly the same with these. Turn these all over upside down, press around the edges, just breaking up the fibres just allows you to be able to move it around a bit more, and then just give it a little tickle, like tickling flowers. So there we go, and then finally this little one. So that's that way round, and that's in the centre. So now I'm going to pop these together. I'm going to use some Craft Artist glue glaze, but you can use any glue that you wish, but I'm going to use that because it's quick to grab, because that's what we want. So I'm just going to make sure that I put the next size down, and I'm going to try to offset the petals so that the top petals are in between the bottom ones. Now they're not completely symmetrical, so it won't be completely like that, but because this flower has got lots of layers, it will actually fill in as you go. So I'm just popping each one back on top of the others. There is still a few more of the chrysanth dies left, so if anyone hasn't got the chrysanth flower and is now deciding it's the flower that they've missed from their collection, there are some of those left as well. So I've got the 4 layers of my white chrysanth, and now I'm going in with my green layers. So this green colour was the olive green, so it's not the very darkest, it's the next size down. I'm just popping that in, nearly there. Next size down, and finally the little cup one there, and I'm going to give that just another little extra push in the centre, like that. Oops. Okay, so I've got that, and I'm just popping them together, and whilst I'm pushing it down, I've got chance then to sort of, I was going to say fluff up, but it's hardly fluff with piece of card, but just push all these little petals in so that there's a bit more definition to it, and it's a really pretty flower there. Then in your kit as well, you will get some of these little gems, and I'm just going to pop one of these gems into the centre of my card. Centre of my flower. Just like that. I'm just putting a bit of extra glue in there really to give it a little bit extra, but you can see now that's really, well, I think it's a really pretty flower. You might not like it at all, but hey ho. So bringing my card back again. So I've got my card base with my beautiful leaves there, like a lovely spray, and my flower is going to go into the centre like this, and I'm going to pop a bit of glue onto the back of my card. Again, it is Craft Artist, the thicker glue that I'm using. You could use a glue gun or any of your favourite glues really for this, but I prefer the Craft Artist because it's nice and thick. And then you've got your wordage sheet. So your wordage sheet has got all sorts of things on, and they're not sort of your plain happy birthday type of thing. They're not like that. And because I don't think this card is necessarily like that. Obviously, if you want to say happy birthday, you've got lots of things to say that to. But you've got all sorts of things like sending smiles across the miles, miss you lots, always on your mind, thinking of you, fabulous, stay positive, even all sorts of things. And we need a bit of that at the moment, don't we? So I am going to put, what am I going to choose? I think I'm going to go life is better with you in it. So I'm going to take my long handled scissors, long blade scissors, so that I can just literally cut along these words. So they're all printed out. They're on good quality, thick card. And you can just snip these as you wish. Some of them are, this one is white on black, but some of them, excuse me, are white, black on white. And then you could, if you wish, give it a little border as well, even, so it varies. So I'm going to pop a little bit of foam on that. Cut them out with my foam scissors. Just because I find that I've got these ones that somehow don't get glue all over them. I don't quite know how that is, but they don't. I'm going to pop that little slither onto there. You don't have to put it up, but I fancy to do such a thing. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of glue just on the back there as well, so that that stays on there nicely. Turn that over, get it round the right way, and that is going to go down the bottom here. Let's try and get it so that it's straight, if I possibly can. So that one just says life is better with you in it, but it could be any combination there. And then also in your kit, you will get some other gems that can go on here. And I'm just going to pop a few of these sort of sequin type things just on here. Give it another bit of a lift. I think we'll go for one there as well, just because we can. And there you go. So a really, really simple card, really simple, but I think very stylish and elegant myself. I hope you like it. So as I said, the card that I've made here is just a card suggestion. You have got lots of different elements within your card kit. Just going to bring that back in again for you so you can see again what you've got. You've got, as I said, pick it up. You've got the 3 different colour card. So you've got the olive, you've got the moss green, and you've got the avocado green. So 3 different shades of green, plus the linen white card. You've got your card blank. You've got 2 sheets of your chrysanthemum so that you could make a couple of flowers. You don't even have to have such big flowers as that. You could just do many smaller flowers from that one. You have also got your sheet of wordage, as they call it, and I will just show you the other sheet. Hold on. You've got the same words, but it's white. So you may get that one instead, and you may want to do that, or you could cut it out and then just put a very thin black line on it as well. So they look nice as well. Actually, I'm saying they're the same words. They're not the same words. So yeah, you've got loads of different selection there, but you will get a whole sheet of that, and you will get your gems and whatever. And on top of all that, you will also get your beautiful craft die large foliage set, which includes all 5 of these dies. So the card kit is on a limited amount. Unfortunately, I am up against it when it comes to supplies just at the moment. The whole world, I suppose, or the UK at least, are struggling with supplies and everything. But I have got a nice lot, so there are plenty. But if you are thinking of it, I would suggest that you make your mind up today. But the good thing is that the kit will be today's live YouTube will actually be available on YouTube for as long as you want to. It will be entitled February Card Kit 2021, so you will be able to find it. And as I said, the measurements that you get will be all given on a sheet with your kit, if that's what you would like to do. Okay, so I will be back on Friday. Now, lots of things to tell you. So I'm on back on Friday morning at 10 o'clock because it's Wednesday already. Can you believe it? I don't know where the time goes. Oh, yeah, I think I win the prize. I just have to tell you this. I think I win the prize in that how we can lose things. Can you believe that I have lost my 12 by 12 guillotine cutter? Can you believe that? I have looked everywhere for it and I cannot find it. And where it used to be, it is no longer. It is more than 12 by 12. It's enormous. It's because obviously 12 by 12 is the cutting plate of it. It's absolutely enormous and I cannot find it. We've looked everywhere and I don't know where it is. So I think I win the prize of if you've absolutely lost anything whatsoever. I think it's incredible. Anyway, so Friday, I will be back with Fancy Friday on Friday at 10 o'clock. Could be a fold, could be anything that I fancy. That's what the whole idea is. And then on Sunday again, I will be back with you at 11 o'clock. Always, you will be able to check these out on the YouTube videos. So let's just go over YouTube, if I may, that if you wish to be told that I'm going to have a new video on and when it's coming, do subscribe. So down the bottom of the video, you will find the subscribe button if you haven't already, and also the little bell by the side of it. And that bell will tell you that I'm going to be on. If you don't press that, you won't get told, but you will be subscribed to us. And if you wish to make any live chat messages, then that is how you will be able to do. You do need to be signed in to YouTube, which is with a Google account. It's all very technical here. And then you'll be able to make comments, but you can always comment to me afterwards. You know that. So you only need to comment by messenger and whatever. So today I'm going to be packing up all your lovely orders that you've made in the last few days, apart from the pesky gnomes, which I do apologise, are still not in the building, but hopefully there will be. And then I have got some lovely people that are joining me on Saturday for the first workshop in February. And so I'm looking forward to being able to show them how the stamp cut dies work. So that's going to be great. So thank you very much for joining me today. Have a great day. Behave if you possibly can. And if you can't, do make it worth it. See you on Friday. Take care. Bye.